Goodbye, Ottomans. Goodbye and good riddance. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. My name is King Kongveal, and welcome back to my royal court here in Europa Universalis 4, and welcome to the final episode in this Angevin Empire run. It is the year 1800, and today we are going to go through 1821 and try to finish off a couple of things before the end. One thing I want to finish off is Mexico, so I will finish off all of the Americas. I want to finish off Vijayanagara, Malacca, which I'm currently working on. The Ottomans, I probably won't be able to get 2 wars out of them unless I break the truce, which I could. I might do that, honestly. I want to take a bunch from the Mughals, basically as much as I can, including the island over here. And I want to try to take as much of the islands over here, the Japanese islands and the South Island of New Zealand from the Shogunate, to try to be as much as possible the only force in the Pacific. And then maybe work through Mongolia, Siberia, northern China a little bit if there's time. If I don't get to that, not the end of the world. The other things are definitely a priority. Last episode, we ended being at war with Malacca and with the Mughals, and that war's going fairly well. Malacca's fully occupied, and we are working our way through the Mughals. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it and continue this war. All right, the war with Malacca and the Mughals is actually wrapping up a lot quicker than I anticipated. I've had a couple of really big stack wipes recently, and they're only down to 24,000 troops, and they are probably about 2/3 occupied. So what I think I'm gonna do, I'm working on getting some troops up, preparation to break the truce with the Ottomans. So I think I'm gonna do that shortly, basically once all these troops are gathered. And then I think I might also shortly start a war with Mughalistan. But I'm going to start the war with the Ottomans as soon as my troops over here are all gathered up. All right, all my troops are prepped for the fight with the Ottomans. So let's go ahead and break the truce and fight them. Yep, there we go. And I'll boost stability once there and twice through the Pope. Back up to 3 stability. Can get military tech 30. Alright, and the Mughals are just about done. I can't quite get everything I want yet. Actually, I can. I couldn't a second ago, but I can now. So before I peace out, I am going to start the war with Mughalistan. Going to co-belligerate Xi and you. Yeah, try to take some from Mughalistan, Xi, and you. Yeah, let's do it. And then let's peace out the Mughals. I said I'm taking Taiwan. I'm getting all the rest of the board over here so that as soon as I fight Vijayanagara again, I will be able to touch up all my land and just taking a bunch of land from them as much as I can. Yeah, let's go ahead and peace out that deal. And I can now fully annex Malacca. That war is done. And that's a nice quick 2-year war with the Ottomans. I've basically got them fully occupied, and I can take everything I want, which is 100% war score. Let's go ahead and send these demands. My peace treaty with the Ottomans is up in 1819. Might be enough time to finish them off by the end of the game, but I might need to break my truce a couple of years early. We'll see. Some is done. I'm not going to annex them because they're in the middle of the Mughals. I could vassalize them. Yeah, let's do that. So I don't want it yet. Okay. All right, with everything from the Ottomans all cored up a month ago, I am now going to fully annex you. So let's get that done. All right, and I can fully annex Orochoni, however you pronounce it. Then I can vassalize Assam down here in the south. All right, and I can peace out Xi for almost a full annex. I think I might actually rearrange some of these. Yeah, we'll do this. So I can't quite full annex them, but I can take just about everything. So let's go ahead and piece them out now. So I'm just at war with Mughalistan and Korea now. So let's go ahead and start the next one. I'm going to go to war with Asakawa, or however you pronounce it, and I will co-belligerate the shogunate and try to take as much, at least of the islands as I can, but as much of their land as I can. So let's go to war. I think I'm going to just white piece Korea here so that in 5 years I can attack them again, and if I want. And no, I'm not going to white piece them. I'm going to take this one island at least. If I decide to attack them again, it will just be available in 6 years. So yeah, let's go ahead and piece out Korea. And then I can piece out Mughalistan for full annexation. And there we go. The world is turning quite purple. It looks like the Mughals are at war with Vijayanagar. I want to be able to at least get this province here. The Mughals can have that one. So I think I'm going to have to go to war with Vijayanagar now, break the truce, and take that province quickly. So let's go ahead and do that. Yes. -3 stability, I know. Well, I can already go ahead and all but full annex Vijayanagar. I just can't get this last one because it is occupied by the Mughals. So let's just go ahead and end this war. I can get Diplotech 32, so let's do that. And that is maxed out. Right, I'm going to declare war on these 3 Siberian nations up here, so I can go ahead and get those as well. Here's a war on another of the Siberian nations. And there's a war on the 3rd and final one. And here's one of the Siberian nations annexed. And there's the 2nd Siberian nation annexed. I have a new ruler, George VI. A decent heir. Not great, but decent. Though honestly, he may not ever see the throne. At least not in this game. And there's the 3rd and final Siberian nation annexed. And that is Japan fully occupied. So I'm taking everything except for these couple of provinces up here in Siberia. And in order to take those, I will have to break the truce if I want to do that, which honestly I probably will right there at the end. But let's go ahead and peace out Japan, or the shogunate, for all of this. The fall of Kyoto. With the fall of Kyoto, the Emperor of Japan is no longer protected by the shogunate. The office has lost all relevance, and the daimyo of Japan will no longer pretend to honor the wishes of the old shogun. We shall prevail. I get some prestige and a bunch of mana points. Very nice. And the next day we can peace out Osakawa, and that's going to be a full annexation for them, and that is done. All of the islands are either mine or my subjects, and the only ones that have any coastline are the Ottomans, but they'll be gone. Key, the Mughals a little bit here, and Korea. Very nice. Very nice. I almost don't need my ships anymore. Almost. 410 overextension. Oof. The rebels are gonna be rough. Well, most of my provinces are now cored up, and many of the rest are getting close to being done. So my overextension is dropping down quite nicely. So I think it's time to continue my rampage through East Asia. And the first war I'm going to do is against Manchu, because that'll bring in Xi, and I'll be able to finish off both of those countries. So let's go ahead and go to war. Honestly, that war's starting to wrap up. Yeah, I'll go to war with Shun. I won't co-belligerate Kiev because that will call in Korea, and I won't be able to get them completely. So what I'll do is I'll just take some from Chi, however you pronounce it, and then next time I'll go to war with Korea and hopefully finish them off that way. So let's go ahead and start this war. I can finally get military tech 31. About time. And I can fully annex Xi. And one day later, I can fully annex Manchu. So while this war over here in China is ongoing, I'm going to go ahead and break my truce with the Ottomans and work to fully annex them. That'll give me -3 stability, I know, but I'll get that back nice and quick, so I'm not worried about it. There's one there, and 2 there. So now let's head on in. All right, I can peace out Chi, whatever it is. I'm taking these 2 provinces here, this bit down here, and this bit up here by Korea. So hopefully next time, or soon, shortly, very shortly actually, I will be able to go to war with Korea, but hopefully I'll be able to annex everything from them. So let's go ahead and do this peace deal. And the next day, peace out Shun for full annexation. 104 war score for him now. Dang, I have to break the truce with them as well. But in order to help out with that, let's go ahead and declare war on Korea and Qi. And there is the Ottomans fully annexed. They are done. Goodbye, Ottomans. Goodbye and good riddance. My truce with Mexico is over, so let's go ahead and go to war with them and finish off Mexico and the New World. And after a real quick war, lasted just a couple of months, Mexico is fully annexed. They are no more. So now the entire New World, all of North America and all of South America belong to my colonial nations. I have all of Europe, all of Africa, all of North America, all of South America, all of Oceania, and much of Asia. All right, that's Xi out, so I can't quite full annex them, but I can take their entire coast, and I'll probably break the truce to full annex them. So let's go ahead and make this peace now. I can finally get my last offensive idea, which gives discipline plus 5%. Nothing like getting it right at the last minute. I'm going to switch out the Special Forces Act for the horse artillery to get artillery combat ability. Well, all of my provinces here in China have been cored up, and pretty much all my rebels are, for the most part, gone or going away. So I'm getting close to the 200 papal influence that I need for my stability. So let's go ahead and break the truce here in China and finish them off. Guess I'll take -3 stability, I know. Well, I can fully annex Korea now. So yeah, let's do it. All right, all of my provinces, my Korean provinces have just been cored up. So I'm going to break the truce with the shogunate. Yes, I'll take 3 stability hit, I know. So now I can finish them off. All right, the shogunate is fully occupied, so let's fully annex them. Thank you. And I can finally get admin tech 32. Very nice. All right, and I can finally fully annex Qi, whatever it is, the final Chinese kingdom. And they are done. End of the Qi Empire. With the fall of Nanjing, the last remnants of the Empire of China have been crushed. The Mandate of Heaven and the ancient Confucian administration are now clearly seen as defunct concepts, and the scholar gentry as a class will have to evolve into something else or perish. Though the memory of the empire will live for some time, the empire of the Angevin Empire will forever be remembered as the destroyers of the last emperor. Okay, I gained some prestige and some mana points. Great. And I keep forgetting, but I need to do this last imperial reform. But I think I'm actually not going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to hold off. And finally, with just 3 years left in the game, I can get the final technology, military tech level 32. I'm going to annex Assam. It'll just take a couple of months. I am going to give out the nobility integration policy so that people don't get pissed off at me quite as much. Gonna seize land for definitely the last time, up to 95% crown lands. That's less than I would like, honestly. I wanted 100%, but good enough. But my truce with the Mughals just ended, so let's go to war with the Mughals and take as much as we can in the next 2.5 years. So let's go. I missed the pop-up, but I finished annexing Assam. All right, there is the final war against the Mughals. I have them just about fully occupied, enough to be able to take everything that I want, which is this one province over here. So they no longer have any coastline. Pretty much the rest of Southeast Asia and this bit up here. So they will be stuck in this area in northern India, Tibet, and I guess northern Southeast Asia or southern China. They'll still be around a bit, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and send these demands and, end the final war. There we go. Look at that name placement now. I love it. I love it. Big name placement. Core everything up. And now on August 1st, let's check out the Great Powers list. So I am obviously first at 37,619 development. I got 27,149 of my own and 10,470 half of my subjects. And the Mughals are the only ones that are independent, and they have 1,763 development. A little more powerful than them. It would still take 3 wars, though, to fully annex them. But obviously, with there being 7 months left, that's not going to happen. So let's go ahead and finish off these last couple of months, and then we'll do the summary. All right, there it is. January 3rd, 1821. And here's, the quick summary of everything. My historical scores off the charts. Largest army, largest navy, most provinces, highest province value, highest income, highest trade income. Obviously, all those make a lot of sense. I have a land force limit of 7,668 units. I'm about a third of that of my forces, 2,732, so that's 2.7 million. I can have almost 7,000 ships and I only have 1,000, but that's all right because the only people that have ships are me and my vassals. So I have 3 stability, 100 prestige. I took the diplo ideas: quantity, economic, court, influence, quantity, admin, and offensive ideas. Maximum technology, I've got 304% overextension currently, but I'm working on getting that down. 102% religious unity. So let's check out, the world and see what I've got. So again, all of Europe is mine, other than my vassals. All of Africa, all of the New World, all of Oceania, pretty much all of Asia. The only thing that I don't have is this little bit owned by the Mughals. And I ended up with Emperor George VI. I'm employing 3 level 5 advisors. Got a bunch of promoted cultures. Could promote some more, but that's fine. Ended up with 63 absolutism. That really helped a lot with the conquering. But considering I wasn't really necessarily trying for a world conquest, it worked out. I have a ton of vassals. I'm making buku bucks, almost 14,000 ducats per month, and I'm maxed out with my treasury. 60% of my income from trade, 195% goods produced, which is really good. 100% mercantilism. Just all these numbers are fantastic. Obviously, tech maxed out. Institutions, just went over the ideas. I completed my mission tree, which is great. I'm way under GovCap, which is awesome because I've been doing a bunch of buildings. Got 102% religious unity, and I've been converting a bunch. We'll get to that in a second. I didn't really end up with much professionalism. My armies are not very professional, but I've got a lot of really good generals, massive army, massive navy, tons and tons and tons of subjects. Some of them don't like me. Sweden, Hungary, Lithuania, Poland, Austria, and Novgorod hate me, but the rest like me well enough. But everyone is loyal. These were the state privileges that I had given out at the end. Yeah, so here is the HRE. Again, obviously most of it is me. Still don't know why these provinces never got added. I don't get it. I don't know. Here's the religious map. Converted most things, or at least most things in Europe. I trade companied pretty much everything out of Europe, so that didn't get converted. One thing that I didn't really show too much is I was building buildings throughout. So as you can see, got a ton of trade buildings, ton of workshops, or whatever the upgraded ones are, counting houses. Got town halls everywhere, pretty much everywhere. Universities pretty much everywhere. Cathedrals, a ton of places. I was also upbuilding within my my vassals as well. A bunch of conscription centers and training fields. Not a lot of dry docks, honestly, but there's some. There's some around. We do have a bunch of grand shipyards though, so there's that. Furnaces I've built pretty much everywhere that I could. I think there are still some places that still technically could have gotten them, but I just didn't have the space and I didn't develop them up. Got manufactories pretty much everywhere as well. Didn't do really any impressment offices. Did a bunch of state houses, which it doesn't show where they are, but I did do a bunch of state houses and did a few soldiers' households, but not too many. And I didn't do any culture conversion, so I'm not going to really show any of that. Let's end this by going through the timeline. We'll go on fast speed. So it started out with just the war against France, then got Ireland, Scotland, Burgundy, inherited Burgundy really quick, spread a bit, and I was a lot focusing on the HRE at this point, and then started spreading into northern Italy and into Iberia, and again focusing on the HRE. There's the Angevin Empire, and the 100 Years' War is happening soon, I think. Yeah, just mostly consolidating, working on the HR, becoming the HRE, passing reforms, expanding Castile or Spain and Italy, annexed them, released them, or inherited them, released them. And I think, and started to get some in the New World, I think at this point. This is a little bit off, I think. Yeah. This doesn't really show it all that well, actually. Oh, there's, I annexed Italy. I'd taken Constantinople a bit earlier, and now I started snaking my way through Eastern Europe to try to border more people, working on South Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa a bit, and getting a little bit over in Oceania as well. And now I really start spreading through Europe and let Mexico be free, started working on getting them back under, got all of Africa, continued working through Europe. And as I continued that, I continued going through the New World, fighting Mexico, America, Canada, started snaking through to India, Southeast Asia, got most of India there, the Ottomans, and then you saw the last couple episodes, last episode here, where we just took most of the rest of Asia. So it's kind of hard to see a lot of that because funky things happened with the tags that are showing, but that's basically what happened. So one last thing I want to do before we end, because on one of my recent videos, I got someone commenting on this nasty border gore crud over here in Europe, which I understand that is very border gory, 100%. I completely agree, but I don't really care about border gore, honestly. But since there was that comment, let's fix the border gore. Never mind, I can't. I was gonna hit this last reform so that I could, clean up the borders and become the HRE, get all of Europe as actually part of me, and clean up all this border gore. But I am way overextended, and I hadn't thought about that. So I will not be able to do that. So never mind. So with that very successful Angevin Empire run coming to an end, next week, I will be starting a run as Brandenburg to become Prussia and then Germany. My goal is to get basically roughly the German Empire borders, maybe just get the North and South Germany regions, and maybe some of the Baltic as well, or maybe just those three, the Baltic, North Germany, South Germany. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I am not familiar with playing as Germany. I've not ever played as Germany. I've done Brandenburg to Prussia a couple of times, but never really gotten very far after forming Prussia. So if you all have any suggestions as to how I should play, Brandenburg to Prussia to Germany, and what I should do as Germany, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your ideas and hear your suggestions. So with that, this episode and this run as the Angevin Empire is coming to an end. So I want to thank you all very much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I know I really did. This was a lot of fun. It was a blast. So I hope you come back next week for the beginning of Brandenburg. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, however much of it is left, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.